So I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Shanasia Sanders, and I'm a graduate of Georgia College and State University here in Milledgeville, Georgia. I graduated with my bachelor's of public health, and right now I'm interning for the summer with the 12-week program at the Women's Center, where we mainly focus on anything gender, sexuality. It's going to be women empowerment, also leadership roles, trying to collaborate with the community, and also making sure that individuals who are a part of the LGBTQ plus community, plus women, feel supported, and also that they have a space for them here on campus. So I'm definitely excited to be doing some work with them. The main project is going to be the wellness for women. So I'm trying to reach all the different angles of wellness. So it's 8 on that wheel, and financial is the one that we're going to be talking about today. So I'm glad that I came across you guys' organization, which is Women's Money Matters. Yes, all right.
I'm Bernadette Whaler. I am the Chief Program Officer at Women's Money Matters. I've been with the organization for 6 years. We used to be named Budget Buddies. We were founded back in 2009, and then we kind of just evolved, grew, expanded where we can provide programming. And then when the pandemic happened, we changed even more. So we pivoted from only in-person program to then providing our programs virtual, which again allowed us to increase the amount of women that we were able to reach. And that was really important to us. So as terrible as the pandemic was, it really allowed us to be able to work with partners in new ways and to reach more women where they needed the most and in locations, geographical locations that needed the most. We're primarily in Massachusetts and Southern New Hampshire right now, but folks who reach out to us through our website to sign up for a program, we don't turn anybody away who needs the program. So if someone joins from another state, they're welcome to participate.
Wonderful, wonderful. And that was one of my questions. Was there any, I know that it's going to be women who are going to be financially kind of underserved, so to speak, but was there any kind of curriculum or something that somebody needed besides being at that poverty line that they can get in touch with you guys' organization? So.
All different reasonings for why folks didn't know how to budget. They just primarily just weren't taught how to do it, or the importance of everything, or how to check your credit score and why you need to have a good credit score. So this was back in 2009. What's different about our program, and this is still today, is that we match each participant in the program with their own coach. So if we have 14 people in a program, we're going to have 14 coaches. So each person has their own individualized attention. So that person who's there just for them will help them apply what they're learning in the workshop to their own life. And then we'll help them one-on-one in between the workshops, really focus on what their challenges might be and what their goals are. The reason we serve women, here are some of the stats that are nationwide. So our model combines the peer support group. So we bring that small group of women together where they don't feel that they're alone. They realize like, wow, I'm not the only person who's going through this, through all of that. The coaches are actually all volunteers from the community. So we recruit a ton of volunteers, and they could be either someone who has a passion or a background in finance, or the majority is women who have lived experience. They've gone through something, they've struggled in their past, and they want to help another woman either not make the mistakes that they made or just help them out of the situation. So our programs are also available in Spanish. Hi, Bernie. Thanks for joining us.
No, I'm here.
Bernie is our senior volunteer manager, so she does all the recruiting for these coaches that we're talking about.
Okay, awesome. Nice to meet you.
We offer 2 different curriculums. So we have our Financial Futures, which is for, we say like ages 22 and up. And then we have our Life Launch program for young women. And that's usually like 14 to
Not
20.
just scared to ask questions, but money is a topic that some people think, oh, if I didn't go to school for it, or something along the lines like that, then they have no say in money. But if something is working and you're not, say for instance, struggling, then I do think that that's a very valuable piece that you can bring. So that is amazing. And teaching them young, saying like between the wage gap and then the lack of knowledge or education that women have around finances, how is Women's Money Matters trying to combat this?
Yeah, so we're always encouraging our participants to like negotiate their salary. We're like talking about negotiating with them. Also, we do like there is like a specific workshop about the creating your best asset, how you can like improve yourself. Then that way you can get a better job. Because sometimes we get paid less just because we don't ask. So just having like the confidence, the empowerment to ask, and then just to add on to that, like the rest of the knowledge that comes with like the workshops. Like, okay, now I'm getting paid more. Now what do I do with this money? To stop living paycheck to paycheck, because if you don't know how to manage $100, you're definitely not going to know how to manage like 1,000.
So they're learning all about everything that's affecting their money. It's all tied together. So it's a financial wellness program. And we really start the program off with relationship building for the participant and the coach, because it can be scary to join a program, get matched with a stranger, and then be expected to share all of your personal information, stuff that you might not even be comfortable looking at yourself. So we ensure that all of our coaches have, they sign a confidentiality agreement, we run background checks, to hope that helps the participants feel a little more comfortable. We also start off the program with getting to know each other, getting to understand their personal relationship with money, why they make the decisions that they do. We do vision boarding, and this is all before we get into the real nitty-gritties of, okay, let's pull everything out and look at it and see stuff that we can modify and change to improve their financials.
And that's very interesting. In public health, we basically is going to be the health of the community, but you get taught a lot about needs assessment, asking the actual patients or the people in the community, what do you need help on, and trying to find the root cause and not just saying that it's one thing that may be affecting money. So we look at things called the determinant of health, which can be social, economic status, education, the environment of where you live, and also housing, stuff like that. But while all those can affect your health, a lot of different things can affect your finances as well. So it's a collaboration or multiple items that might affect their financial wellness.
Yeah, so I can respond to that, and then Marta can add on. We have found like sometimes it's not just like you mentioned, like it's not just about the financials. Like maybe okay, I have a good job, but then like I said earlier, they don't know how to manage it. So then that comes that stress. Like, and then even talking about money is stressful. When people ask you, oh, how much do you get paid? They don't even like to ask that, because then they're gonna think like, oh, why are you asking me that? Like that stress that comes with money, that can also affect your mental health as well.
I think that's all like the big picture topics or questions that I have. So do you have any questions for me, or? I know I kind of like reached out, but.
Yeah, so I'm curious, are you working on like trying to educate a community about things that we offer, or are you writing a piece on like the different things that are out there? What is what is your goal?
So my goal for financial wellness is to let people know that there are different organizations that you can use. I was thinking along the lines of not only budgeting, like what can you do besides budgeting? Every time you hear money, you hear create a budget, whether there's apps or doing it by hand. I've heard of stuff like cash stuffing. So I believe the more knowledge that you possess about a topic, then the better equipped that you'll be to kind of handle it, so to speak. So I wanted to put together informative video or piece. So it'll be something along the lines of budgeting. If you are struggling with money, that is going to be places or organizations like Women's Money Matters to kind of help you out. So put that together in a little video, and we have different social medias, but also YouTube channel. So I want to get that all together so that it can be out there even when my 12 weeks are going to be over at the Women's Center, so that women know, like, whether you're a college level or, a full-on adult, and you run past this video, it's going to be something that can help you out. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think what we hear a lot from the groups that we work with is they don't want to just be fed information and left it like that. They want to either be working with folks who kind of know what they're going through and can relate to the struggle. But a big part of what we do is we don't want our coaches telling people what to do. They're there to listen and understand them more and hear where they're coming from.
To kind of put something at the forefront for any women that might need it. I think that is very, very commendable what you ladies are doing. So yes, ma'am. All right, well, Miss Wheeler and Lugo, I do hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, if there's anything else you need from us, let us know.